This is Optimal Living Daily Relationships, episode 85, Parenting, Avoiding Relationship Meltdowns by Ellie Lisitsa with Gottman.com. Hello, and welcome to the Relationships edition of Optimal Living Daily. I'm Joss Murray, the girl who reads to you every Monday through Friday from some of the best relationship blogs on the planet. Today, I have a post from Ellie Lisitsa with Gottman.com. It's all about parenting and avoiding relationship meltdowns. Just a little tip for those who may be primarily interested in family-related content. We try to keep things organized by placing these posts toward the end of the week. Also, if you're interested in learning more about the show or any of the other podcasts in our network, come by oldpodcast.com. But for now, let's hear today's marriage post and start optimizing your life. Parenting, Avoiding Relationship Meltdowns by Ellie Lisitsa with Gottman.com. We'd like to give a shout or a cry or even an adorable wail in the direction of all the parents out there. Today's post is specifically for expecting parents and those of you with newborn babies. Though they can be the most beautiful, amazing, and blissful addition to your lives, babies can also set off an explosion in your marriage, making it especially important for new parents to focus on their relationship after bringing their baby home. Today, we will give you a few tips from a section on becoming parents from the 7 principles for making marriage work, luckily located in a chapter called Coping with Typical Solvable Problems. As Dr. Gottman explains, the following tips can help you in accomplishing the greater task at hand, namely expanding your sense of we-ness as a couple. Regrettably, research on new parents has revealed that although a newborn may create positive or negative changes in your relationship with your mate, the majority of mothers, 70%, experience a steep nosedive in marital satisfaction, while a father's dissatisfaction grows as a reaction to his wife's unhappiness. As anyone with a tiny baby knows, such a vulnerable little creature is an enormous responsibility. Your newborn may excel at creating strains on your relationship through the difficulties of sharing responsibility, sleep deprivation, economic stress, and the seeming impossibility of making time for yourself, let alone spending time and energy focusing on your relationship. For Dr. Gottman, the most interesting finding in his research on the transition to parenthood was not why 67% of new mothers feel so miserable, but rather why the other 33% seem to go through the transition without a hitch. In his study, which followed 130 couples from their newlywed stage to as long as 8 years afterwards, he managed to make some fascinating headway into the mystery. Dr. Gottman's results were stunningly counterintuitive. Bizarrely enough, given common beliefs about the difficulties of the transition to parenthood, what separates blissful mothers from the rest is not a baby's ability to sleep soundly, nursing style, or amount of time parents spent at home. The main determining factor is whether or not the husband joins his wife on this deeply emotional and demanding journey. The arrival of your adorable baby often comes with a variety of not-so-adorable problems. With stress levels running high in a totally unfamiliar situation, there may come a variety of difficulties between mother and father. As the mother becomes suddenly aware of her deep, selfless, and endlessly protective love for her child, her life inevitably goes through profound changes. A husband who does not accompany her through this transformation may feel left behind. Though he feels the same love for his child, he may sense a growing distance developing between himself and the incredible bond between mother and child. The only way to solve this problem is for him to follow her into the new realm she has entered. The following tips will help those of you who are new parents to navigate this crucial time by working on your sense of we-ness as a couple. Number 1, focus on your marital friendship. Before the arrival of your baby, work on your love maps. If you didn't get a chance to do this, take the time now to learn more about your partner and their world. This will help you to feel like a team and make the transition into parenthood together, maintaining your close connection with each other as well as your new baby. Number 2, Don't exclude dad from baby care. Have you ever seen a video of a mama wolf guarding her cubs? Adorable and slightly intimidating. This behavior is not entirely unlike that of human mothers. Despite a father's desire to be involved in caring for the baby, it is unfortunately common for new mothers to feel overprotective. Don't bounce her like that, you idiot. Stop tickling her feet. She's crying. In the interest of avoiding this undesirable barrage of directions from an over-controlling mother and stymie their growing feeling of incompetence, fathers often have the understandable urge to run for the hills. They willingly relinquish their parenting position to baby expert mom. Number 3, the solution to this common problem is simple. Give dad a little credit. Unless his approach is really unsafe, there is no reason to exclude him from the care of your baby. Giving him official roles, such as official burper, official lullaby singer, and so on, will make him feel much more connected to both mother and child. As mom begins to feel more comfortable and more exhausted, let dad take over some responsibilities. He can take shifts taking care of the baby to let his wife take a much-needed break, go out, see some friends, and rejuvenate herself. Number 4, let dad be baby's playmate. Innumerable studies have confirmed that women and men differ in their methods of connecting to the baby. Women are generally more nurturing, while men tend to be more playful. Playing with a helpless baby may seem to many men as a recipe for disaster, which may lead them to feel superfluous at this time in their child's development. In reality, as fathers who spend time with their babies know full well, this notion couldn't be further from the truth. Babies smile, laugh, wriggle in delight, and make absolutely charming and endearing playmates. Being sensitive to dad's needs and desires will help him to feel much more included as an indispensable part of your new family. Number 5, carve out time for the two of you. Spending time away from baby can be incredibly difficult. Though it may be secondary to focusing on your child, the transition to parenthood should always involve some focus on your relationship with your mate. Find a trusted babysitter or a friend or relative to take a breather and take a break for a moment. Don't worry if you spend your dates talking about your little one. This is totally natural. Simply taking a bit of time off for yourselves, sharing your feelings about your shared experience of this often confusing and stressful time, and showing each other affection will keep your connection strong. We hope these suggestions will help your relationship flourish, both with each other and with your newborn. Remember, the best gift that parents can give their newborn is a healthy partnership. You just listened to the post titled, Parenting, Avoiding Relationship Meltdowns by Ellie Lisitsa with Gottman.com. Ellie Lisitsa is a staff writer at the Gottman Institute and a regular contributor to the Gottman Relationship blog. So, a huge thank you to Ellie for letting us share this post today. Also, to contact us, learn more about the shows in our network, join the mailing list, and more, come by oldpodcast.com. And that's a wrap for today and this week's episodes. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope to see you again on Monday, where your optimal life awaits.
Hello, Life Optimizer. This is Justin Malik, creator and producer of this podcast, but also Optimal Living Daily, the show where I read to you from even more blogs covering finance, productivity, minimalism, personal development, and more from incredible bloggers like Derek Sivers, Zen Habits, Mark and Angel, The Minimalists, and all the ones you hear on this show too. So if you enjoyed today's episode and like taking amazing blogs on the go, come on over to Optimal Living Daily and subscribe to that one too. And together, we'll start optimizing your life.
You've been listening to Optimal Living Daily. Be sure to hit the subscribe button to stay up to date on each new episode. And head to oldpodcast.com, that's OLDpodcast.com, for a free gift as well as more actionable tips and resources to help you maximize your potential. Thanks for joining us, and remember, your optimal life awaits.